Boom.
You can always tell when it's about to when the show's about to start because Mike starts hula dancing. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to the show. This is episode 343 of the Two Dumb Yingers. Welcome you this morning. Mike is with me. I got Derpy back with me today. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. First day of summer, boys.
Yes, longest day of the year, guys. Longest day of the year.
Oh, the longest half hour of the day on the longest day of the year.
Yes.
Ooh.
I like it. How you doing today, Derp Dog? We got Derpy back today.
Whoop, whoop. I'm doing good.
Good.
You can always tell when Derpy checks out when he has the avatar on because the avatar is just like this.
Yeah. Who knows what Derpy does when the avatar is doing that? Who knows? First off, I did want to say that former Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker, guys, Clark Haggans dead at 46 years old. He was a fifth-round pick back in 2000, played from 2000 to 2007, was a member of the Super Bowl 40 team. I like Clark Haggans. I was a Clark Haggans fan.
Me too. I was a big Clark Haggans fan. That was at that era when, my God, you would lose an outside linebacker and you're like, who's next? And then the next guy came in and was just as good as the guy that he replaced.
Yeah.
Because he took the place for Jason Gilden, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're like Jason Gilden at that time, he was the Steelers' all-time sack leader. So you're like, who's going to replace this guy? Then boom, here comes Clark Haggans, and he didn't let up. You know, he didn't miss a beat. He was on that Super Bowl 40 team, and he was a huge part of that team.
46 years old.
Yeah, 46. He's only a few years older than me. But no, he was a damn good outside linebacker, and
it's unfortunate. It really is.
It really is.
You just never know.
And it was like sudden too, from what I read. Like no one, like there was like no issues. It just suddenly happened.
Really?
That's what I read last night. So I don't know if more developed. I didn't read anything before the show. But yeah, last I heard. But yeah, that just sucks. Young.
Yeah. Way too young, man.
Way too young.
I figure Tom Brady played into his 40s. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Tom Brady's a freak.
He is a freak. Some Steelers. Let's start some Steeler talk today. So I want to go back to this linebacker room, like Nick KWIATKOSKI. We spoke about yesterday. I dug up a couple numbers I didn't have in front of me yesterday. He started 34 games. He has 293 tackles, 7 sacks, and 6 forced fumbles. I gotta say that's not that bad. 34 games is the equivalent of 2 seasons, 17 and 17. So he's at almost 300 tackles, 7 sacks, 6 forced fumbles. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this room of inside linebackers is going to be a little better. I didn't know this number. I mean, those are good numbers.
They're good numbers, but I think he's going to settle in as that number 3, and it's looking like a nice little upgrade over Robert Spillane.
I think he's going to be like a Robert Spillane. I think that's what we're getting. We're getting that guy in this particular group of linebackers. Yeah,
and I think that's what needed because Tanner Muse, I'm sorry, he's taking the place of Marcus Allen. He's going to be a special teams guy, and oh my God, I'm blanking on the other guy.
Mark Robinson.
Thank you. He's
going to continue to be Mark Robinson.
He's going to continue to be Mark Robinson, and he's that guy. He's that project, that guy who's going to be that next guy in line to be fighting for the starting job. Because like the inside linebacker coach said, he's still a year away from being a starter, and that's okay. The guys that we signed, that's okay. He's right where he needs to be. Contribute on special teams, come in and play, a little bit here and there, a few series here and there each game. To learn the game, to learn the position, because remember, last year is his second year as an inside linebacker.
Right.
And he's showing great potential, but right now that's all it is potential. So develop that. I think the kid's going to be a really good player. So the depth it's there, man. You have starters, you have a nice little backup, you have that guy in the waiting, you have special teamers, the depth. It finally
Basically, the
rounded
same
out.
thing that we had. It's just we're hoping that the guys that we
Mhm.
brought in are a little bit better than the guys that we had.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. Because like I said yesterday or the day before, I think, you Miles Jack and Cole Holcomb, to me, you're going to get the same production. I think you're going to get better production and a better overall performance
All we have to do
from
is
the
force
Landon
a
Robinson
fumble, and this team's
than
already
Devin Bush.
outperformed last
Yeah,
year's
exactly.
inside
Yeah,
linebackers. Force a
you
fumble.
force a fumble, pick a pass.
We upgraded.
You've upgraded. But like I said too, it's still down to that front three, man. It's so down to those guys eating up space and blockers.
Derpy, let me ask you this. Yesterday, I talked to Mike a little bit about this inside linebacker room. So we went from this. Let me break it down to you, Derpy. Miles
All right.
Jack, Devin Bush, Robert Spillane, Mark Robinson, Marcus Allen. We went from that to Cole Holcomb, Landon Roberts, Nick KWIATKOSKI, Tanner Muse, and Mark Robinson. Do you feel, Derpy, that we're any better off this season with this group of linebackers? And the thing is, everybody knows who Miles Jack was. He was a big time performer down in Jacksonville. Bush was, was supposed to be something great. We moved up to get him in a draft. Do you feel more confident with this team, that this group of misfits? Or do you? And why is that? Why do you feel better about these guys? Like me personally, I don't know anything about these. I just know what I learned from when we brought them over. I know that they've been dealing with injuries. I hope this group could come in and perform. And as I said, all you really have to do is force a fumble, and you've already outperformed last year's inside linebacker. So you're liking this. You're liking the feel of this new linebacker room.
Yeah, because they were big key pieces on the defenses for those specific teams.
Okay.
Especially Roberts and Holcomb.
Yeah, those are the two. I'm so curious. I can't wait to see these two guys play.
My thing is, they have to stay healthy. We never can stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's the problem right there.
That's the problem with the Steelers. We never can stay healthy.
Yeah. So that was the topic we brought up. We talked a little bit about yesterday. And again, like I said, I come back and I look at it. He had played 34 games. This Kowalik, I can't wait till they play and I could hear his name 150 times.
I know, right?
Just so it could be etched in my brain.
Yeah,
because every time I read it, I have to try.
Yeah, I punched it in through like Google pronunciations yesterday, and it was even worse than what I tried to pronounce. So I'm waiting for a game.
He's going to be Nicky K today is what I'm going to call him. He's going to be Nicky K. Nicky K had in 34 starts. In 34 starts, Derpy, he has 293 tackles, 7 sacks, 6 forced fumbles. As I said, that's good, considering that he's not a top guy, considering most people probably never heard this guy's name. And as Mike said, he's probably going to be the Robert Spillane of this group, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Considering he could lock down Lamar Jackson. He could, in fact, if he could lock down Lamar Jackson the way that Spillane did, and spy him and keep him under wraps, that's remain to be seen.
I have a feeling that's going to be Cole Holcomb's spot when they play the Ravens.
Yeah,
or like I said, or Keanu Neal. But like,
I love the idea of bringing Keanu Neal up. I love it.
Dude, he's gonna hit hard.
And
especially in our scheme.
Yes.
Yeah, KWIATKOSKI, his best years were 2019 and 2020. He had 76 tackles and then followed that up with 81. His production's dropped then. He played 12 games in 2020, 8 in 2021, 12 in 2022. He's only played 16 games twice in his career. So there is some
How old is this kid?
He is, he was born in 93.
Okay.
You don't want me doing math.
30.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, he's older than I didn't.
Yeah, 1, 2, 4. He's been in the league. This will be his 8th year in the league. But it's not like we're getting
maybe I'm not feeling so great about him all of a sudden.
No, the numbers, like, for what he is at his position, being a backup, they're pretty good numbers. He every year, but last year he has produced at least 1 turnover. It's not bad for a guy who's coming in off the bench. It's just more depth. I feel more comfortable with him, and let's say if like Cole Holcomb or Landon Robinson goes down, him filling in a spot other than like Tanner Muse or Mark Robinson. This guy at least has game experience. He's been playing, like I said, those 2 years were pretty good years.
Yeah.
for what he is. But
You know, and if he comes in and he's a solid backup, people are going to love him here. He's from Bethel Park. You know, people are going to love him.
I guarantee you, once one of the starters, if they struggle within the first 2 weeks, the Yinzers are going to be out in full force cheering for this guy, wanting him to start. And when they start pronouncing his name, I'm going to feel better about myself the way I pronounce his name.
The fact of the matter is, there's a chance. I mean, there's a chance that he could be taking somebody's position that gets injured.
Yeah.
You know, even maybe before that happens. So who knows? We might see a lot of Nicky K this coming season.
Bring me that KWIATKOSKI guy.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. I don't know, man. That last name like that, I guarantee you, like 85% of Yinzers will be able to pronounce it because it is a Polish last name.
Right.
And my God,
that's what we do.
We could pronounce Polish last names, but anything else after that, we struggle.
We also talked a little bit yesterday about long snapper Rex Sinahara, also a West Virginia guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was with the Steelers, Mike, back in 21 briefly. He was on the practice squad, and so he's back. We're at 89. We're at 89 people on our roster right now. 89 of the 90. The couple moves we made over the past few days was we released wide receiver Anthony Miller.
RIP.
You had to see that coming.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And also Scott Nelson, safety Scott Nelson.
Oh no, we got rid of Scott Nelson.
Yes, we waived him.
I don't know how well that defense can perform now.
We got lift like those 40 other guys though.
Yeah. So Scott Nelson was waived. That takes them down to 89 of their 90 roster spots. Maybe securing that inside linebacker position, maybe having one spot left on the team, just maybe this could be for Mr. Chase Young. No, yeah,
no, probably not. Probably not. That talk has died down.
It's probably
this is the off season, boys. We got to talk about.
I do think we need to make a splash move to put the league on notice, though.
Yeah,
going into the season.
Oh, so you mean we're gonna trade for Joe Burrow?
Okay.
That'll put the league on notice.
I'm gonna switch teams, stay in the same town. Mike Derpy, the all USFL team was announced this morning.
This.
Woo!
We have, I believe, 5 people that made the team.
Mm-hmm.
3 starters on defense, which are Mark Gilbert, Tizino, and also Mr. Tarpley. Apparently he's a safety. I've only seen his name once or twice throughout the season, but I guess he's doing a lot more back there than I had noticed. And also the 2 guys on special teams, Simmons and Henney. One is the punt returner, one's the kick returner.
If
a couple other guys could have made. I know those were the first team guys. Nobody dropped in the second team in those 2 in the offense or defense or offensive special teams. And then the offense was none. There was no Pittsburgh Maulers in the USFL first or second all-star offensive teams.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
No.
That doesn't surprise me for how much, I've heard about the offense this entire time.
Well, they're talking about in need of a splash player. That offense, man. And, they got talent. There's a lot of skilled guys. Like I had said, that they have a hard time bringing it together for whatever reason. I think it's going to be really interesting seeing them play the next 2 weeks because their offense was a lot better last week against the Generals, a team that's beat them 3 times in the past 3 meetings. So watching this offense this week is going to be interesting because Coach Horton come out and said, this is the new the new Maulers. So don't call us the old Maulers. Let's see if that stays consistent. Let's see if they have a game plan, something that they're playing different offensively. Again, they put up 26 points last week, and that's a high number for this Maulers offense.
It's not bad. Tarpley, real quick. He had 3 interceptions as well this year.
Okay.
Put him in a tie. That's tie for second place. There's 1, 2, 3, 4,
so Mark Gilbert
there
leads.
Were 5 guys with 3 picks. Tarpley was one of them. Then you have, oh my God, down at right after that with 2 picks, you have Tizino as well. So that Maulers defense, man, they were just. And
this isn't even your Reuben Fosters and your your known names, your Boogie Roberts and guys like this. The defense is really good. I think it's apparent that people can see this. I want to see this week's game, guys. This week again, is against the Michigan Panthers in the North Division Championship. This is 8:00 on Saturday at Canton. And then the winner of this goes on to play in the USFL Championship the following weekend against the winners of Birmingham and New Orleans. So it's getting down to it, guys.
Oh,
if you're going to watch Mauler games, now it's time to tune in. Now is the time.
Two more.
Win 2, and that'd be perfect.
Oh, bring a championship, boys.
Let's go the other way. 8 losses in a row. 24 straight scoreless innings. 2 runs in the last 4 games. They lost the first 8 of 9 in a 9-game stretch where you're playing division teams. It doesn't get any worse. And I went on yesterday, and that's all I could say was this team is bad. They're so bad. There really isn't much else to say about them. There really isn't much else to say. It's going to be a bunch of beating a dead horse. This team started out the season 20-8, 12 games over 500, guys. They started out, and then they went 14-30 over the next 44 games. Pirates currently sit at a 34-38 record. They dropped to 4th place in the division. They're behind the Reds, who own the division right now. They're on a 10-game winning streak. The Reds are on a 10-game winning streak. We just lost 8, the first 8 of 9 of this against division teams. The Reds are on a 10-game winning streak. They have first place. They're a half game over the Brewers. The Cubs are 3.5 games out in 3rd place. The Pirates are in 4th place with 4 games out, and the Cardinals still sit in the basement. Unbelievable. It
162.
Derpy 162 is not
with that number
just
just keeps
here on out.
So much
It
smaller.
gets smaller and smaller. This is like they haven't scored more than 2 runs, 8 runs in the past 8 runs in 32 innings or some shit like that. This is bad. This is not
just Cruz back yet?
No, God, no. We don't know when he's going to be back, but this is
Mike, it's
bad
2
right
runs.
now what's happening.
2 runs in the last 4 games.
That's why you need a boost.
Like Oviedo,
we had a boost. We literally just brought up Henry Davis yesterday.
Oh, your rookie?
Dude, he came up. He had a double in his first at bat. You know, the energy was up, and we lost 8-0 in that game. I don't think there's anything at this point that could boost this team. They are so bad. Please do something for me. Try watching this team. Just try. You'll find yourself turning it off, just kind of chuckling yourself. Thinking, I can't even believe these guys are professional baseball.
I wish I could, but it's not a part of my package.
Oh, you're lucky. You are lucky because this team is bad. Like they can't hit. They can't do anything. Like last night, Oviedo pitched well enough to win. He gave up 2 earned runs through 6 innings.
6 innings.
That's perfect. A run in the 3rd, run in the 4th. Okay, we should have been able to do something. 2 runs. It's a farce. It's a joke. I don't know if you guys saw our GM back in April on a podcast. He was like, "Yeah, our internal projections are we are a 4th place team." Now look where we are, boys. We met internal projections. We have that going for us. It's a joke.
Oviedo did. He pitched 6 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs. He had 3 Ks. It was totally winnable game. This, if you don't score in 24 straight innings, you're not going to win anything. If you score 2 runs in 4 games, you're not going to win anything. Nothing is going to come along and help this team. You can't. You could bring Henry Davis. You could bring Andy Rodriguez. You could bring O'Neal Cruz. They're not playing good. The guys that are playing aren't playing good. Henry Davis goes 0 for 4. They put him in the 5th spot yesterday in the batting order. Still out in the field. He goes 0 for 4 after having a pretty good night his first night. So there's that boost. Throw that out the window. Big Stacks. He's not going on the injured list. There was a talk that he was going to go on the injured list. A bunch of your hometown people reported he was going on the 10-day, but he's not. He's not. But you know what? Whether he's on the list, whether he's not playing, or whether he's playing, the results are the same. So who cares?
Who cares? Like this. Oh God, this is the Pirate baseball I've been waiting for all season long.
This is the Pirate baseball
it goes completely off the rails when we all start pointing out the obvious problems and the And then I'll see you boys next year at this time when we have the same conversations. Because this is all the Pirate baseball is year after year. You get that little bit of false hope. Usually it's around May is when we get the false hope, but that's when the season tanked. Okay. So they threw a curveball on us this year. And okay, I appreciate that. The writers of this team, the script writers, they changed it up on us. They gave us false hope way early. And now they're crushing us. It's literally is. It's a broken record, this team. You get a little bit of success, you think something's going to happen, you start caring about them, and then the rug's pulled out from under you. They can't hit.
The deal is
they can pitch right now, but when they start pitching, they won't be able to hit.
Whatever we did to get to about 10 days ago, the other teams were all being very similar. They were losing the same amount of games we were winning. Losing, we were winning the same amount of games. But now you have the Reds. They won 10 games in a row. The Cubs, they're about to. I mean, they've won 5 of the last 6. I mean, today's the 6th game. They've swept us. We've not won one of those games. We went to Milwaukee. They swept us. The whole entire division just keeps winning, and we just keep losing. As of about 10 days ago, and as I said, it wasn't because of the great performance on our part. We were in first place. But we continued to do what the Pirates do, and everybody else decided, hey, it's time to get competitive. We're coming up on the All-Star break. We want to be buyers after when trade deadline comes. 10-game winning streak. And you know what's funny about this? Which I don't even understand how this happened, but the 10-game winning streak, the Reds are only 5 games ahead of the Brewers. I mean, not 5, but a half a game. I'm sorry, half game ahead of the Brewers. So that it's crazy division, guys. What do you think, Mike?
It's a very crazy division, and I think it has slipped away from us.
I think it's going to be crazy, but we're just going to stink now. It's going to continue to be crazy. I believe that the race between the Reds, the Brewers, and the Cubs will continue to go the way that the race has gone so far for the top 3 spots. But it's just going to exclude us now. I think that we're bowing out. And
I think we are. There's
you watch Coach Shelton after the game. I mean, there's real bro. You just lost 8 games in a row. You should be pissed. You should be pissed off or something. You should be something.
So show some emotion. Like, you don't have to be crazy, but at least like when Clint Hurdle would go through stretches like this, he wouldn't. Oh well, we know he would get a little testy.
His nose would get real red, like a reindeer. Remember?
Yeah. But this guy, my God, he's bad. He's bad. The GM's bad. Yes, great. Shelton doesn't have a lot to work with, and that falls on Ben Sherrington's shoulders. But come on now, like, you can't be making the same stupid mistakes over and over. Putting out, you have to put your best lineup out there day after day to have a chance, and he's not. He's not. Why no Kutch? Why no? Why no Big Stacks? Unless Big Stack is hurt, okay, then let the people know that he is hurt, so we know. There's a lot of confusion going on around him, but this team is just terrible. The owner's terrible, the GM's terrible, the coach is terrible, the hitting coach is terrible.
Here's something.
That's just the way it goes. Life as a Pittsburgh Pirate fan.
Five teams in the division: Reds, Brewers, Cubs, Bucks, Cards. 4 of them win yesterday, 1 of them lose. You want to guess which one was the non-winning team of those 5 teams?
You're Pittsburgh Pirates, baby.
Today's lineup is this. The top Pirates are on in 25 minutes. They conclude the series against the Cubs today. Today's lineup be like this. At second base, G1 Bay. Batting first, batting second, third baseman, Key Brian Hayes. Center fielder, Jack Sawinski. Batting third. In the cleanup spot, first base, Connor Joe, who had 2 hits yesterday, which out of nowhere because he was really slumping. Batting fifth, Josh Palacios out in left field. Batting sixth, DH Henry Davis. I'm sorry. Right fielder, get this, guys, Cal Mitchell. I never even heard of Cal Mitchell, and I've been following this team all season. Shortstop, Castro. Behind the plate is Austin Hedges, and on the hill is Dick Mountain, of course. Dick Mountain coming in with a 6-6 record, a 4.31 ERA, and 72 strikeouts on the season. He'll be facing Kyle Hendricks, who's coming in with a 2-2 record, 2.86 and 16 strikeouts on the season. And I heard somebody make this this comparison, Mike and Derpy. They said
Mhm.
Austin Hedges being good at catching is like Jeff Carter being good at face-offs.
That is on point. Yes, that is very, very apt. And it's
So
the truth, Jeff Carter was there just to, win face off. This guy's apparently there to frame pitches, and he can't even do that well.
game again today, 12:30. It's actually 12:30, so about 20 minutes. We got tomorrow. Pirates head off to Miami to play the Marlins. That game's at 6:40. Anybody want to take any predictions on what they think is going to happen today with the Pirates? They going to salvage a win in this 9-game run, or are they just going to get swept 9 straight games against 9 division game teams?
They're gonna get smacked down.
Yeah.
You know what? I can see Dick Mountain just getting clobbered today because the last time we played, I can't remember if it was the Cubs or it was the Brewers, but it was bad. He looks so exhausted. That guy looks so exhausted. He was looking exhausted whenever things were going well. And I can't remember the guy that I said that whatever it was. I don't know who he is, but there you have it. Derpy, what do you think? Buccos, Cubs, who you got today, man?
Who's on the mound?
Dick Mountain for us and Kyle Hendricks for the Cubbies.
That's tough. I'll probably go to the Cubs though.
You know how difficult it is for how telling this is because Derpy hates the Cubs and he hates picking the Cubs for anything.
I hate the Cubs and I might have to go towards the Cubs on this.
That's what I'm saying. How
Because
dire
Hendricks-
is things? How dire are things?
They're bad. Well, here's Brian Reynolds, his back is being further assessed. He's in the batting cage right now. This was at 11:40, and then Kutch and elbow is something to monitor. That's from the Jason Mackey tweeting out from a report from the Pirates director of sports medicine.
They lost all that, and before they had, I don't get me wrong, these guys up here in Pittsburgh with these tweets and their radio shows, they're never right. Yesterday, the big news, the big story, Big Stacks going on the 10-day IL. Okay,
well,
that's a big thing. How could you just throw that out there and not have any? It's not true.
Yeah, sources tell me, and
your $110 million man is going on 10-day DL.
Yeah.
Well, you better damn well be. It's better be true. What are you just saying? Yeah,
at least this one, it's coming directly from the Pirates director of medicine. So we have that at least going for us. At least we can hopefully.
But there was no. It wasn't confirmed. It's not true. Why would he say it?
No. This one today. This one I just read now. This was not from the other stooge.
It's like me coming out right before a Steeler game saying, "Hey, Najee Harris is out for 6 weeks."
No.
And then the game starts and he's fine.
Oh my lord!
Derpy, did you just throw up?
Yeah, I just saw the new design for Detroit Lions helmet.
Oh, really? Is it real?
Yeah, oh my lord!
You threw up in your mouth.
It's gross. Like not that good gross. It's bad.
That's a gross franchise.
They're alternate helmets that they're gonna wear this season. They're gross.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find them.
I like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniforms. They're gonna throwback uniforms. They're gonna wear this year at some point.
All the
orange sickles.
Yeah, chapter just released. They're so bad. What is that?
Oh, this thing is a thing of beauty right here, boys.
You sure
able to
about
put it
that?
up?
I don't know.
Look at that. Look at that right there. That is beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know.
That looks like something you would see in a video game where you create a team.
I've seen worse. I've seen a lot better.
Yeah, so seen better. I've seen worse. It kind of looks like a high school team logo.
Yeah, I was gonna say
like
a high school.
We're the Lions, but we're not. We're gonna use it inspired by the Detroit Lions type logo, but we're not actually. We don't want to get hit with copyright infringement. That's what that kind of looks like.
This is going to be a team to watch this year. This Detroit Lions.
It is.
I can't wait. I can't wait. All they've been doing is building and building and building, and now it's finally going to work out for them. You watch.
Oh,
Mike, why don't you
another
go tell everybody
update.
about the website? Yeah, please.
Another update. O'Neal Cruz has resumed playing light catch. If that doesn't make your nipples hard, I don't know what will. So 2WInjuries.com. Head on over there for everything 2WInjuries, especially check out that merchandise store. Buy your Bob Nothing merch over at 2WInjuries.com and hit the merchandise link.
As it becomes more relevant.
It does, but day after day, beginning of the year, I thought this was going to be a bust.
Yeah.
But now, heck yeah. Get it while it's getting good.
Trivia today. Yesterday I went with
What was the answer?
the answer yesterday was the question was about Andrew McCutchen, actually, because I couldn't stomach the fact to do another Cubs trivia. And the question yesterday was because Henry Davis got a hit at his first at bat. The night prior, I asked Mike if Andrew McCutchen got a hit in his first game. And he did. He was 2 for 4. So today I'm going to switch it up again. I throw up like derpy over these Cubs right now. I can't take it.
I mean, kind of karma because you were mocking me about my pain.
Well,
it's kind of karma.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go a different direction today. You guys ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Which college did former Steelers linebacker Clark Haggans play for?
Ooh.
Of course, Mr. Haggans passed away yesterday. Unfortunate. The question of the day is, which college did Clark Haggans play for? Where we are live, everybody, for 7 days out of the week, 11:30 every single day at 11:30 a.m. You could check us out right here. And the show that we do every day gets uploaded on the Spotify and podcast form at 8 o'clock in the evening. So if you just want to listen to the show and that's your thing, if you just want to listen to a podcast, go over to Spotify at 8 o'clock p.m. every day. Check out our brand new show from that day. All right, guys, question of the day is this. Which college did former Steelers linebacker Clark Haggans play for? I'm going to start with Derpy. Derpy, what do you think, man?
I'm going to go. I'm going to go Florida State.
Florida State. Good guess. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to lock Derpy in. It says Clark Haggans was a Florida State Seminole. I'm going to come over to you, Mike. Mike, which college did former Steeler linebacker Clark Haggans play for?
Colorado State.
Colorado State. Is that your final answer?
My final answer.
Lock Mike in with the Colorado State Rams, if I'm thinking right.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Question of the day. Little switcheroo. Which college did former Steeler linebacker Clark Haggans play for? Derpy says Florida State. Mike says Colorado State. Both very good answers. I do know because I saw the answer, but it reminded me. It triggered the memory. Prior to, I thought, oh, who was it? Where was it? But after I did look, I thought, oh, that's right. The correct answer, Mike, is Colorado State. He was.
Oh, okay. Whew. I knew.
Colorado
Like I pictured the helmet with the little Rams. With
yeah,
it's got to be it.
So,
but
there you have it. Rest in peace, my man. That's sad. Sad news. Sad news,
yes.
Everybody.
Sad.
46. I turned 45 in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
So.
Ooh.
Future's not looking so bright for you, buddy.
Look at this healthy specimen you see on the screen in front of you.
Compared to Clark Haggans.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Dude, we need to hit the gym together and we'll film it for the show.
That'd be a show, let me tell
you.
He's like, hell no.
With Derpy spotting us.
We'll have a fitness channel, you know.
Drop the
I'm gonna be eating pizza in front of you and wings and all that.
Yeah. Drop the bench press down on your chest and that Derpy be the spot.
I actually
pizza the whole time.
I actually thought about, I've been thinking about going back to the gym and everything, and then getting the diet back to the way it was before when I was working out all the time, and doing something for the show with it.
There you go.
Yeah,
I encourage you to do that. And Derpy, you know how like when we need him, you don't hear him for like there's always that pause.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll be dying. We'll drop the bar on our neck on the bench press, and there'll be that pause, you know, like
the pause, and he'll be
And
coming halfway across the gym,
yeah,
yelling across. Hold on, I'm coming.
throwing up in his
And
then I'll
mouth,
be eating
eating
pizza and
food.
wings.
Smoke detector going off in the background.
Smoke detector going off in the gym.
Dog barking in the background.
Love it. Derp, you got anything before we take off, brother?
First day of summer.
Yes. Mike.
I got nothing. Enjoy the weather. Have fun.
81 days, guys. 81 days to kick off. It was just at 100. We knocked out 1/5 since we started this countdown. 81 days. Charles Johnson, receiver out of Colorado.
Yes. Didn't he catch the Cordell Stewart Hail Mary?
Yes, he did at Colorado. Most amazing play in Colorado history.
Well,
there you have it, everybody.
there of drafting players from Colorado.
Yeah. There you have it. 81 days, guys. We're almost there. But for today, we're going to go enjoy the summer heat. I hope everybody gets out there, try to keep hydrated, keep cool. And for the two dumb yinzers, Derpy, Mike, myself, everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.